The feeling of winning again. Yeah, has been a while. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Vivo channel. Liverpool 2, Napoli 0 in the sort of a dead sort of rubber game. It has to be said, but that was actually a pretty good game to watch, and I think it was a much better performance. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you can to support the channel. Obviously decided to go live for a wee match reaction. After obviously I have done every Champions League game as well. But yeah, Liverpool ending Napoli's 21-game unbeaten run with a 2-0 win. We'll obviously talk about the starting 11. We'll talk about all the incidents that happened, and a very grumpy ref, I would have to say. Because I did actually think that at the time that I thought the referee was pretty grumpy, given a booking for Trent Alexander-Arnold in particular. But no, starting 11. I mean, I looked at the starting 11 and I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good starting 11. Because obviously we had Alisson, we had Trent, we had Kanate. He was fantastic tonight. Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Fabinho, Milner, and Thiago, and then it was Jones, Firmino, and Salah. So not a bad starting 11. I think we kind of knew that there were going to be changes. I think we kind of knew it wasn't going to be. I think we kind of knew it wasn't going to be the. We didn't think it was going to be this sort of a full 11, if you like to say, but it was pretty strong. It was pretty strong, and obviously to get the win as well is very good. But yeah, it's a great 3 points, and obviously we have finished second. And unfortunately, just on the head-to-head record. But do you know what? I think to get a win is a much needed win. I've obviously said it in the title. There is a much needed win. If it says 1-0, then I do apologise. It should be saying 2-0. Because obviously Darwin Nunez scored when I basically said Darwin Nunez basically said scored basically as I was basically making this. So but no, it was a very good game. I thought very good sort of game to watch as well. I did think it was very good. Sorry, that was the laptop trying to do an update, and that was not very good. Anyway, but no, very good performance. I thought much better tonight. I actually predicted us to lose. Now, I don't do that often. But I just had a feeling that dead rubber game. I thought we would rotate. But how wrong I was, and actually we played pretty well. Thiago midfield thought was good. Fabinho, I'm not so sure. But let's see what some of you are saying. In here. Hello, Ali News. Hope you're good. Nunez man of the match. We'll come on to the game. In a minute. Darwin underrated. Well, he managed to get his goal tonight. Which is very good to see. So yeah, definitely. That's us getting beaten out after winning. Who knows? Yo, what's up? Napoli are nice, aren't they? Feeling sorry for us and gifting us the win. To be honest, they played well as well. They played very well as well. Let me just share my my video out on my Twitter so that people can actually come into YouTube basically. As well, yeah. The title does actually say Liverpool 1, Napoli 0. So I apologise if you're coming in and obviously doing this, but it is one of those things. Live now. Oops, daisy. Live now with match reaction. That's it. So there we go. Indeed. Yeah, it does. It obviously it says 1-0 in the title there, but yeah, apologies for that. I thought Nunez was brilliant tonight. Great result, but been here before. Keep it not back to score one as always. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want us to do is basically go from a win against Napoli and then go into the Spurs game losing. In fact, Spurs have actually just won tonight. They've won 2-1, so they're going through. I think his group winners. I think, if I remember rightly. In fact, I'll just quickly go through the scores anyway. Liverpool 2, Napoli 0, as we all knew. Rangers 1, Ajax 3. It was 2-1 at one point. So obviously Mohamed Kudus had his goal ruled out for offside. Bayer Leverkusen 0, Club Brugge 0. FC Porto 2, Atletico Madrid 1. So, basically Porto won that group, with Club Brugge second, Bayer Leverkusen third, and Atletico Madrid bottom. That's the big headline there, as they have finished bottom. Bayern Munich 2, Inter Milan 0, Victoria Pilsen 2, Barcelona 4. So pretty good end games there. And Marseille 1, Tottenham 2, and Sporting 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2. So Tottenham go through, Frankfurt are in second, Sporting are in the Europa League, and Marseille are bottom as well. Now, we all knew that Barcelona were in the Europa League as well. So that is the results for this evening. So we'll see that. I really don't think Virgil's ball went in. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that as well. Salah's goal was 90%, Nunez goal as well. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was as well. Klopp has to keep changing formation, and better days will continue. Absolutely. And we ended Manchester City's unbeaten. Now Napoli don't care means nothing at the end of the day. Yeah, absolutely. They've won the group, and they deserve to win the group. Let's just say that they deserve to win the group. I can't actually believe that many people wouldn't have said that, but it's a big win. It is a big win. Let me just say that. But it's good. It's good to get it over the line. Anyway, Adita's in. Nunez got us over the line, but creating goals from open play is still a problem. How many times did Curtis Jones cut in and go backwards? I think that was one thing. Someone said Liverpool's like Robin Hood. We stop big teams and help low teams with points. Let's hope we will not save more. Well, I hope that's not the case. I hope that is not the case. Anyway, but no, you know what? I look at that game tonight, and there were some good moments. There were some pretty bad moments, and there were some interesting moments. I don't think Alisson had the save to make whole game tonight. So when you've got that, that's very, very good. That is very, very good when you come out of a game and Alisson's not been able to make a save at all. Napoli are going to be a very, very hard opponent for anybody in the next round. I think so. So I think people need to say they are very, very good, and I fully expect them to go far in this tournament. They've got a very, very good squad, and yet you know what. We've ended their 21 unbeaten run, or whatever it was anyway. But I thought tonight, I think we started well. We looked a bit nervy in the first 5-10 minutes, I thought. But I think having Konate back in the team, I think has made Van Dijk look a bit more stable at the back. And I think as well, you have to say, Sebastian, I know it says 1-0 in the title. It's because it actually made it when Nunez scored. So that's why it says 1-0 in the title. I know I've lost my track of thought. I think having Konate back at the back tonight, I think helped Van Dijk more. I think it helped Trent more. And I think we've been missing that. We've been missing sort of Konate. We've missed Matip as well. So having them back is very, very massive. Very, very massive for me. So, yeah, I think it's a very, very good win. They had their chances as well. Osherman had a couple of chances. Although, if you wear a mask that looks like Batman, yeah, you shouldn't be playing football. But there we go. There we go indeed. But no, halftime 0-0. I mean, we'll obviously get onto the disallowed goal, because I do actually have a picture of this on this, and I mean, if we're going along the lines of near offsides, right? I will show this to you guys. I will show this to you guys because I'm actually going to I am actually going to do this because I have actually got a still of the disallowed goal. Because let's just be honest that I think it is very harsh, but offside means offside, doesn't it? Offside does mean offside. So let me just quickly do this. So let me go on to this. I hope that's uploaded. Yes, it has. Right. So here is the offside decision for Ostigard's goal. I mean, what do we think about this? I mean, look, I think you've got to say that if you're given offsides for that, then I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, for me, I think Ostigard was very, very unlucky that his goal hasn't stood. But if you do look at it, it does look like it is offside. I think as well, look, Napoli, apart from that chance, I don't think they were really, really threatening. Karavatskhelia was very, very good. We got lucky. We got lucky there. We got very, very lucky there. I think on another day, I think that is a goal. I think that is a goal, but it is offside, but it is ridiculously tight. As well, and obviously, thank you to someone in the group chat of Copon. I've obviously had to share this. Yes, it's look VAR. I don't care what anybody says, but it is wank. It is absolutely wank. And obviously, I do apologise, and I don't mean to swear, but that took 4 minutes to decide whether that was offside or not. That is too long a decision. That is too long a time to have a decision like that, because that should have been over in about a few minutes anyway. It is a disgrace that we're having to work with margins like that. I absolutely agree. It is a disgrace. But we got lucky. We got lucky, and on another day, that is probably a goal as well. I wonder if that might be a goal in the Premier League. We shall wait and see. I'll go to bed and continue. No problem, Ali Noose. We can win the Champions League with a different animal. We are a different animal in the Champions League. It just depends who we get in the next round, because obviously we will finish second. But again, it doesn't really matter if you finish first or second, in my opinion. It doesn't really matter because Real Madrid could finish, second, or like Frankfurt could finish second. The next round, obviously, I've seen Manchester City won their group, Tottenham have won their group. We can't face an English side in the next round. So I'll say that again. We can't face an English team in the next round. So that is not until the quarterfinal stage, I think. So that is what that is. Hello, George. Hope you're good. Offside was very fortunate. I think if Napoli got the goal, the result would have been different. I think it would have been. I still think we may have got a draw. I think we still may have got a draw there, but no, happy to win, and obviously clean sheet is very, very important as well. Maybe Pep was right. It's the Anfield effect. Maybe he was right. It is offside, but it's ridiculously tight. Marseille basically threw the game against Spurs, which has really annoyed me. I don't think they were really, really thinking that they could even try and win tonight. I don't know what it is. I mean, they were 1-0 up, let me just say that. But I think we all had a sort of a feeling that it probably would have been Spurs winning that game. But disappointing for Marseille, of course. Do you know what, George? That would not surprise me if we got Porto. That would not surprise me in the slightest if we got Porto. Because I think Porto are one of those sides where We always seem to get them. Don't we? But we shall obviously wait and see. We'll obviously need to wait and see. Liverpool Porto are drawn together like magnets. You're right. I watched the last 10 minutes in injury time, and there was a disgraceful lack of quality from Marseille. That's disappointing. That is very, very disappointing, because that was going to make up for an exciting finish as well. And obviously, I'm doing Real Madrid Celtic tomorrow, and obviously the other game between Shakhtar and Leipzig. That is an interesting group. Real Madrid haven't won their group yet. So Real Madrid have to beat Celtic. So don't expect Real Madrid to rest their big guns against Celtic. I fully expect Real Madrid to play a full side. Anyway, James Milner had to come off as well, injured. He did have a bad cut on his head, the left side of his head, actually, that he got an injury to. And there's the argument over the concussion again. When are we going to basically get sort of concussion? I can understand the concussion subs, but when are we going to get one of these ones? I do think that needs to be looked at. Me and Chris is in the chat. Me and Chris discussed today. We need to have a better understanding of concussion. We definitely need a better understanding of concussion. And it's not great. It is not great. I also have to say that James Milner wouldn't just... I think he was wounded in the first half. You could see clearly he had a cut on his the left side of his head. Picked up, obviously, by Zambo Anguissa from Napoli. Sat down, and then Liverpool just didn't take any second chances with him, because he had to go off. And obviously, up comes on Harvey Elliott, who I thought had a pretty good game when he came on. Anyway, but yeah, it's a shame to see James Milner go off. But I think Milner actually had a good game tonight. He actually had a very good game. I think he was good in the midfield. So we shall see. But hopefully he's not too injury prone. Apparently, Son went off today for Spurs. I don't know if he was a concussion substitute as well. So I don't know what the protocol is for concussion. So could he potentially miss the Liverpool game? That is one thing I will need to wait and see. But George Kyle says Rangers have officially finished as the worst ever UEFA Champions League side of all time. Wow, that is not good. 6 defeats, isn't it? 6 defeats in a row. Not good for Rangers. Not good at all. Hello, John. Hope you're good. There's 104 of you in here at the moment. Please consider hitting that like button, and please consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. So Porto would fancy our chances against us at the moment. Yeah, Porto are a good side. Porto were a very, very good side. I watched that Marseille game. Marseille started off better, but Tottenham made adjustments and came strong in the second half. Yeah, no easy draws. Absolutely, Chris. No easy draws. Which is quite staggering when you consider the level of money nowadays. Yeah, I know. That is mad, George. Exactly. I said to you earlier, especially when we got dementia going around as well, because of exactly. And obviously, I hope James Milner is okay. I hope James Milner is absolutely fine. But there needs to be a serious consideration about concussion. There definitely does. If you do face Porto, put in a good word with Diogo Costa to get him to come to United in the summer. Yeah, well, he's a good keeper. He is a good keeper. Doesn't have a very good record against Liverpool, as I've obviously said, but no, he is a good keeper. He is a very good keeper. How can we lose with the last 2 teams of the Premier League beating Napoli, a team who lost 0 games this season? I know. That's Napoli's first defeat this season as well. So, just goes to show, football is a very strange game. Very, very strange game. Only 23 years old and an absolute all-round class keeper. Wow. Definitely. And yeah, like a minus 21 goal difference for Rangers. Well, Liverpool put 7 past them. Napoli put 7 past them as well. And I actually put No, 7 past them as well. Crikey, yeah. That's not good. That is not good at all. No, that's not good. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, absolutely. El Don Transfers is in. Hello, God, from my team, Atletico Madrid. Hopefully, we do well in La Liga and Copa del Rey. I don't think Atletico Madrid have been great in Europe, to be honest, El Don. I've not been impressed with them at all. I haven't been impressed with them at all. Has to be said. Sead Kolasinac missed an absolute sitter when it was still 1-0. Wow. Kolasinac ex-Arsenal for you. What does that say? Virgil is stupid. He got upset because Nunez shot his ball. We need to remember that he should have scored at Forest alone from 2 meters. I wouldn't say he was stupid. I would say he was unlucky not to have a goal. He was unlucky not to score because that he almost had a goal. He almost had a goal tonight. He almost had a couple of goals actually, and obviously Nunez nearly got 2 goals as well. But no, I think tonight was much better. Tonight was much better. The Højbjerg goal doesn't come around if Kolasinac scores. I actually agree with Stephen Manham on that game, and as much as there was no pressure for either Liverpool or Napoli, so it was almost a dead rubber. Yeah, I did feel it was a bit of a dead rubber game, to be honest with you. Big Up, he says, the big game is at the weekend. I'll be hoping for the Liverpool win to be one of our top 4 rivals. Wow. Is that how the tides have turned, that you're actually hoping for Liverpool to do you guys a favour? Look, I think we go into that Tottenham game now, and I think I look at that game. If Son doesn't play, then it's a completely different game, because I think if you stop the supply from, Basuma, Kane, Perisic, I think if you stop the supply to Kane, I think Kulusevski might be back. I think I've heard people say that, but I do think that we can go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I do think we can win. I honestly do. Rangers lost 3 sets of tennis, 6-1, 7-1. Yeah, I know. I say the Virgin needs to be happy for Nunez in these goals. Yeah, absolutely. Great one, mate. Just a shame you didn't manage to top the group. We're never going to top the group now. I think it was safe to say that. I wasn't expecting a 4-0 win tonight or anything like that. So no, happy to go through, obviously. And George Kyle's obviously smiling at that. When is the last 16 draw? Will I stream it? I have a feeling it's on when I'm at work. So the only thing that we'd probably be able to do is probably do a reaction to it, probably when the draw's being made or something. Actually, let me just check when the UEFA Champions League draw is. I think it might be the 7th of November, Niall. Let me just check. Let me just check this, actually. Round of 16 draw. When is it? When is it? When is it? Right, so the draw takes place Monday the 7th of November, which is 11 o'clock in the UK. So unfortunately, I will be at work that day. So what I will probably do is do maybe a short video on my reaction to the draw or something like that, or maybe do something when I come home or not. So maybe do something, but yeah, we'll obviously see. As long as it doesn't spirit a Liverpool renaissance, but as it stands in terms of points and positions, yes is the answer. Wow, there you go. Yo, George. Hi, Niall. We are Liverpool. Yeah, we are, Jaden. Thank you very much for tuning in. Draw be held. Yeah, I've just seen that, George. I've seen that. Thank you. I'm so happy to see Kanate back. We need him more than anything. Also, Fabinho was great tonight. I think Fabinho was a little bit lost again. I think he was good in parts. And I like the fact that he actually did those tactical fouls again, because we've seen this season that we're not really doing the basics right. If a player goes past you and do a tactical foul, we've not been doing that. We've been kind of letting players sort of bypass through our midfield. But tonight I thought was much, much better. as well. So no, like I think it is one of those things when I think Fabinho was good. I don't think he was the best player on the pitch, but we shall see. Who do we think we get? I feel like we have a Mane reunion. We've beaten Bayern before, Shane. We have beaten Bayern before. They're not. I mean, obviously they've won their group pretty comfortably, but they're not unbeatable. Bayern, they're certainly not, and they're not playing particularly well in the Bundesliga either. So they are beatable. They are beatable. They are certainly beatable. Who would I take in the draw? Like I've said all along that Porto is the one. It's always the one for us. I'd take anybody on at this stage. If it's Real Madrid, you got a final thing. So it could be that. Let me see if I can edit this actually, because I have obviously just seen. Let's have a look. Right, because I have a lot of people say it was 2-0. So let me just see if I can actually change that. So there we go. There we go indeed. Right, that's fine. So there you go. There is the 2-0 Napoli there. There is the 2-0 Napoli. But to answer your question, Niall, I'd take anybody on at this stage. I would take anybody on the stage. And as I said, I don't know if you were in before, but we can't face an English club. So by the looks of things, the teams we could face probably PSG. Well, if they finish first, of course, they're at Juventus tomorrow. I'd expect Real Madrid to finish first in their group anyway. So I'd expect them to finish first. Who else? Chelsea we won't face because they're obviously English. Man City won't face. And obviously Napoli we can't face because they were in our group. So yeah, I think we could face a big team. I think we could face a big team. I think Porto, PSG, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid, I think, are the ones we could potentially get. So it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a very big one in the next round. Wasn't scored 2-0. Well, obviously, yeah, it was 2-0, Enzo. It was 2-0. It was 2-0. Now, as I think it stands, Porto for Liverpool and Frankfurt as well. Frankfurt. We won't get Frankfurt because they finished second. Liverpool has a chance to beat Tottenham Hotspur. Son is out. Ooh. Wow, Adakambi, thank you very much for that. That is a huge blow for Tottenham if Son's out. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. So I actually can't be fine because of that Marseille crap throwing games. Yes, Konate should start the Spurs game. Absolutely right. He should start the Spurs game. I think as well, great to see Ramsey come on for his debut. Showed some nice touches, actually, Ramsey. Showed some nice touches. Carvalho came on, which was obviously good to see. Darwin's obviously, come on as well. So it was good to see. It was good to see. But yeah, Jaden, I absolutely agree with you. I think that Konate should definitely start. Definitely. Is that actually possible, George? Can you get Porto as the teams who top their group, is it not? Yes. Yeah, so I've worked it out. So the teams that we can face are Porto, PSG, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid if those teams finish first in their groups. Benfica have got a pretty difficult game in Maccabi Haifa. Juventus got PSG in Turin. So I'd expect PSG to beat Juventus, but it's whether or not they will is the matter, because Benfica would be a nice trip as well. Fabinho called some dangerous counter-attacks. That's his job. I liked him tonight. Yeah, he did. He certainly did. One team Liverpool need to avoid at all costs is Real. Yeah. We never beat Real Madrid. We never do beat Real Madrid. I absolutely agree with that. Milner in the midfield is a no-no. I thought he did okay tonight, to be honest. I thought he did okay. I wouldn't say he was great, but he did a job there. He did do a job there. He did do a job. I meant Frankfurt, Niall only. Real Madrid for revenge for that final. We'll see. We'll see. Because of the fraud, Marseille throwing the game. We did it, yeah, Jordan. We certainly did. We got the job done. Marseille bottled that and threw that away. They have ex-Arsenal players said it all. Yeah. Yeah, sure, man. You can't face an English team in those quarterfinals. What do you think about the injuries? It's disappointing to have so many injuries, but I think now you probably will see. Basetic came on actually. Basetic came on for Thiago, wasn't it? Surprised Thiago started tonight, but thought he played very well as well. But the injuries could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting going into these last 2 games or 3 games, obviously, because we've got Derby County Wednesday. Is it next Wednesday? I think it's next Wednesday. Anyway, there are very few options for Liverpool, Lille, Porto, Bayern, PSG, or Real. Yeah, it's looking like it, George. It's looking like it. Got a feeling that Liverpool Spurs will be a draw. Well, the sun's out. I hope we can win. I think it'll be 2-1 Liverpool against Butler Spurs. Hopefully it'll be nicely ensconced in top 4 by the time of the World Cup break. PSG and Real Madrid haven't won their groups yet. No, I know. And good evening, Luke, Ricky. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, I do know that Real Madrid haven't won their groups. But let's be honest, Real Madrid are beating Celtic. Real Madrid are going to be Celtic, right? They will be Celtic. I'm doing that watch along tomorrow. I fully expect them to wipe the floor with Celtic. Actually, I think I said 3-0. But yeah, PSG is the one for me. If we could potentially get Benfica, then that would be another nice one to get. But yeah, it's all about tomorrow. AC Milan could still top Chelsea's group if Chelsea somehow lose to Dinamo Zagreb, which I cannot see happening. So yeah, it is still up in arms. Anyway. Whoever's on tomorrow, some of the games will could put possible banana skins. Yep. Real Madrid Celtics a banana skin. Absolutely. Good evening, Rich. Good evening. Hope you're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. My father has schizophrenia, but he's good people. Oh, dear. Hello, Rich, mate. Hi, Rich. Big up, Douglas. Congratulations on the win. Hope you beat Spurs this weekend. I believe Son is out with an injury after tonight's game. A lot of people have been saying that. What kind of injury did Son get? To be, if anybody knows the injury Son got, then obviously that is a massive, massive blow for Tottenham. For those who are on the way, their draw for the last 16 is on Monday morning at 11. Individual player rate. Yes, I'll be doing that in just a minute. But the 2 goals, both came from corners, actually. Both Simicast corners. Simicast number 1 corner went to Darwin Nunez. He headed it down. Meret saves, but looked over the line with the first effort. And then Salah prodded home, and that one was well over the line. So that was 1-0. And the second goal is another Simicast corner. Van Dijk header again. Was given offside by the referee, but he did go to VAR, and yeah, Darwin was about 2 yards onside and prodded home to make it Liverpool 2, Napoli 0. So yeah, we'll do individual player ratings very, very soon. Cheers. Now I'll get through your comments and then I'll do that. The tackle Konate did in the box, fantastic in the first half. Yeah, Konate was great. He was great tonight. Spurs played better without Son tonight. Interesting. We need a win. I think everything depends on that Liverpool Spurs game and what Liverpool side turns up. Yeah, absolutely. Only way to get a result is if they phone Virgil van Dijk back and Neil Lennon rolls out with Scott Brown, Henrik Larsson, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Wow. I mean, some of the names you've just popped up there, 1892 Reds, Shinsuke Nakamura, what a player. Henrik Larsson, what a player. Scotty Brown, what a player. Yeah, I think Real Madrid are going to be Celtic. Real Madrid will be Celtic tomorrow. It's a dead rubber for Celtic, but Real need to win to top the group. Yeah, absolutely. Spurs have been diabolical this season. Chelsea are fine with the head-to-head in their favour over Milan. Oh, yes, so they are. So Chelsea will be top. So that's another one. As well. Andrew Quinn is in. Finally, we got revenge on Napoli after the first game at their ground. Also, hope you had a great Halloween yesterday. Plus, I get to play the new Sonic game in the next few days. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, Andrew. Today, a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. I gave him a glass of water. Oh, dear. To be fair, Son hasn't been firing on all cylinders for Spurs this season. He has been at his best, to be fair. Nope, absolutely not. There is 175 of you watching. Please hit that like button. And please subscribe if you are new. There have been a few new people coming, so please consider subscribing. We are very, very close to 2.2k. And as I keep saying, this channel is for everybody. So whether you support Manchester United, whether you support Chelsea, whether you support Manchester City, whether you support Arsenal, or whether you support Liverpool, or whether you support anyone, this channel is for everyone. Son's concussion. Darwin has picked up his form back with his goals. Yep, absolutely. Right. Okay, so we will come on to the player ratings now. So I'll just write in the comments. There we go. So Allison. He didn't have a lot to do, did he? I can't remember him having to make one save. Distribution was good. I don't think he had a save to make. I can't remember having a save to make. I'm going to go for a clean sheet 7. Yeah, gotta be a 7. So I'm going for a 7 for Allison. 7. Allison's still good distribution, so 7. Yep, absolutely. Andrew Quinn was 7, and then obviously there's me and my YouTube tonight. Off topic, special shout out from Melina for a brilliant interview on AFTV and took over. Yes, I did see that. She did very, very well. Trent. It was an okay performance, I thought. I am going to dock him a mark for that foul throw, because if you basically do a foul throw, you have to basically get docked a mark. So I'm going for a 6 for Trent. I think he was a better game from Trent, but that foul throw, dearie me. I mean, Trent couldn't do a throw in correctly, I should say. 5. I mean, I've gone 6, as is Shane. He's gone 6. Konate, for me, he was my man of the match. How good was Konate tonight? And yes, I know he had a couple of fouls here and there, but I think he looked so much better at the back than Joe Gomez did. Let me just say, Konate for me, he gets an 8. He gets an 8 for me. I think he was my man of the match. So 7 for Konate, 9, 8. Yeah, I would. That's obviously me. VVD. I mean, he could have had one goal. He could have had 2 goals, if I'm being honest. But good all round performance from Verge. Good all round performance, and I think as well that I think he had a good game. I think he had a very good game. I don't think he was as good as Konate, so I'll give BVD a 7. Yeah, George, that is very good point. Osterman is a top quality striker, so you always give away fouls for him. Yeah, and actually, I know for a fact that Reese is wanting Osterman at Manchester United, so we should wait and see. We'll see that happens. 8. Van Dijk 6 didn't seem to do much. That is very, very true. Simicast. Again, I thought he had a good performance. He's obviously, his 2 corners have obviously led to the 2 goals, so you can kind of maybe count them as probably assists. I thought he was excellent. I thought he was really, really good down that left. So I'm going to give Simicast an 8. And Jaden also agrees with Simicast 8 because of his performance and his skills in this game today. 7 says Shane. Simicast pretty good in terms of the corners, also tightened up his wings, so 7. Yeah, and I've gone for an 8. Fabinho. I thought it was a better performance from Fabinho. Let me just say that. I thought it was a much, much better performance from Fabinho. He does do the tactical fouling bit better than he has done recently. Still think he's out of form. But tonight was much, much better from Fabinho. I'm going to give Fabinho a 6. Fabinho did very well, but he does give away a lot of silly fouls, which another referee would see as card offences. So 6. 7. Salah 7. We will get on to Salah. And actually, Matthew, you have got me into the right player. Thiago. I think he was a bit unlucky with his effort. That was a Meret saved. I think if that's in the corner ever so slightly, I'm not sure the keeper saves it. But I think he was very, very good. I think he was very, very good tonight. Thiago, yeah, I agree with what Matthew said. I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give Thiago an 8. Thiago an 8. Oh, another reason I give Trent Alexander was for a stupid yellow. I have no idea why he was given a yellow card. No idea. 8. Thiago quite wayward on his passing tonight. I'm a big fan of his, so 6. Okay. James freaking Milner. I think he had a good game. I think he had a pretty good game tonight. I'm going to give him a 7. And obviously, he obviously wears number 7. James freaking Milner. That's for you, Liz. If you obviously watch later on. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Jason's gone for Bobby with a 5. Okay. 7 says Shane. Okay. Thiago's so good. He sometimes gets quite casual with his passing and play because he's on such an exceptional level. He's our best passer. He is our best passer in that team. Monera 6, solid and reliable. Yeah. Jones. One of the most frustrating players tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was always going backwards. Not forwards, backwards. Curtis Jones, he can't do 90 minutes. I think that's safe to say. He cannot do 90 minutes at the moment. But how many times did he have an opportunity to swing the ball into the box? Or how many times did he just pass back? It frustrated the living daylights out of me. Absolutely did. A first half, he was looking lively. He was looking very, very lively. Second half, he was poor. He was very, very poor. So I think in the balance of the first half, I'd probably say a 6 in the first half and then probably a 5. So that kind of averages out to or actually was he a potential 7 and then maybe a 6? I'm gonna give Jones a 6. Because he was frustrating tonight. He really, really was. Klopp 7. Jones, not a big fan of his, so 5. Obviously, a lot of time to develop it. Head down all the time, a bit like another player we will come to. Yeah. Bobby Firmino. Wasn't his best game, but I think he linked up quite well. His passing was off as well. His passing was pretty off as well. Not the best of nights for Bobby, but I think there will be better. There will be definitely better times. So 6 for Bobby. I would say a 6 for Bobby as well. I'll obviously let people get their thoughts in for Bobby. George says 7. Okay. Very interesting. Shane, what are you giving Bobby? I'll go actually on to Mohamed Salah. Jaden Jones has gone Milner 6. Okay. Salah. Difficult one. Difficult one. I've got to say that I think Salah had a good game in the first half. Second half, I think he was a little bit better. Obviously got his goal, which I think it was over the line. I think there's no definite anything like that. Got his goal. Looked like he was trying to link up the play at some points as well. I'm going to give. I'm not quite his game tonight. I'm going to give Salah 7 as well. And Salah very quiet at 6. Didn't really offer too much by his standards. Salah 8. Yeah, I would agree as well. Substitutions: Harvey Elliott. I think he actually had a chance. He had a chance to score. I think Salah may have gone his way for that effort. But good all-round play from Elliott. I'll give him a standard 6 because obviously he came on. He definitely came on. Alisson 7. Elliott, the other players allergic to getting his head up 5. Here's the next one. Darwin Nunez. Apart from his goal, he actually had a hand in both goals. Obviously scored from the second one, but he did actually have his header down that Meret saved, and then obviously Salah scored. Nunez, I think he had a much better game. I'm going to give Nunez an 8. Nunez with his impact, he changed the game when he came on. Shane's gone for a 9, which is interesting. Elliott 7. He's a great player with lots of potential. Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. Darwin Nunez 8. Nunez, my thoughts on him. 2 good contributions, 7. Yeah. Who else came on? Ramsey. I think he had a good couple of touches, Ramsey. But I'm not sure if it's enough to give a mark because he did kind of come on in the, I think it was the 84th minute that he came on. Or do you mark Ramsey? I'll give him a standard 6. Can't really give scores for the others, but for me, no. I'm not sure about that. Because Carvalho, no. And Basetic as well. Okay, Klopp. I've got to say, I think the team he picked was the right team. Right team. Kanai back, which is very, very good. Simicast for Robertson. Robertson will probably come back in for Spurs on Sunday. Fabinho, Thiago, Milner, like that midfield. Curtis Jones. I think Curtis Jones is probably better as a number 10. But I like the fact that he rested Nunez to come on as well. I think it was a very, very good team from Klopp. I'm giving Klopp an 8. So yeah, guys, that's obviously my match reaction. That is obviously my players, my player ratings as well. Please let me know in the comments if you like that as well. Klopp is 7. Incredibly difficult to judge when the game was basically a dead rubber. Yeah, I think Stephen McManaman said in commentary that it was a difficult game to sort of judge, wasn't it? It was. We need to put Ramsey in the game like in 18 minutes to give him more game time. I agree with that, definitely. I hope we see Ramsey start against Derby County on Wednesday. I really, really do. Obviously not tomorrow, but obviously next Wednesday. I'd obviously hope to see Ramsey start. Because I think Ramsey needs to just get game time. I just think he definitely needs to get game time. But obviously, job done, through to the next round. We'll obviously find out our opponents on Monday as well. But stay tuned, because what I will do is I will do a mock draw for the round of 16. Once all the games have obviously been like tied up and all this as well, I will do a mock draw, and we'll see how many I get right. in that, because I did one for the quarterfinals last season, and I did one for the semi-finals the previous year as well. So I'll probably do that. As well. So that's one thing to look forward to as well. And we need to boost Ramsey's confidence. Yeah, absolutely indeed. Yeah, George Carl, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, my friend. Right, guys, I am going to call that a night. Liverpool are safely through to the next round, finishing second behind Napoli, and we'll obviously find our opponents on Monday. We certainly will. But go on to the Spurs game as well. Join me for tomorrow, because obviously we'll be doing Real Madrid against Celtic, live match watch along. It'd be nice to see Real Madrid actually, see how well they're doing tomorrow, and obviously see how Celtic do as well. But yeah, Champions League group stage is coming to a close. And yeah, we will find out more of our opponents very, very soon. But until then, thank you very much for watching. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.